welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am here with January's layout share. I was apparently extremely busy in January. I think I have upwards of 20 or so layouts, most of which are double page layouts. And a lot of them do have process videos. I was busy on my YouTube channel this month. I hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for all of the support. So I was trying to crank out some awesome process videos for you all, so that is why the majority are process videos. So I'll try to mention if they're not process videos, otherwise it's probably safe to assume that they were. So we will dig in. This one here is a 2-page layout using the Vicki Boutin Storyteller collection that I got in my Not Just for Boys kit club. I will link them down below because I absolutely love their monthly kit. I don't remember which month this was though. It might have been January. If not, it was December. But this striped paper was a single sheet, and I just cut it up, distressed the edges, and carried this nice corally color across. Fussy cut these shapes here. This was a whole paper with this shape, and so I fussy cut that, used the strip across the top kind of as a border here, and just use a bunch of embellishments. The embellishment pack, or the ephemera pack that came with the kit, had so many large pieces, so I tried to kind of use them up, layer them, and use them up, but I absolutely love how this one turned out. I used some distress oxides to kind of the same shape to incorporate that, and this one is honestly one of my favorites, I think. This one here was not a process video. This was using one of my Cocoa Vanilla Studios collections that I got on Black Friday. I don't remember which collection this was, but I thought it was perfect for these sunset pictures because it is kind of almost like a sunset on the beach, the background is. So I used both of those sheets as the background and just added some embellishments that came with it, and then some that I had elsewhere. And I really like how this turned out. It was a kind of a struggle for me. I think it was at the time of month that I was really kind of struggling to be creative. I do like how it turned out though. It's kind of, mirrors each other. And yeah, I thought it was just perfect for the sunset pictures. This one here was a process video. This one was one of the She's Crafty mini paper pad class sketches. So I used the Holly Jolly collection, followed a sketch with the squares and everything, and just moved the sketch around a little bit to make it into a 2-page layout because that is the majority of what I did. Used some of the ephemera pieces here and some stickers. This was actually in the 6x8 paper pad that I used for all the squares, and I just fussy cut that Christmas tree, which I thought looked great there. And this one here was also part of the mini paper pad class that she's putting on. I believe this was week 1, and again I stretched it to a 2-page layout, which I probably am going to continue. It's a 10-week class that she's doing, so I'm going to try to stretch them out to 2-page layouts, just something different and just really fun. I used the Bright Life collection by Jen Hadfield, the 6x6 paper pad, and luckily I had a lot of the embellishments for a Bright Life. Yeah, My Bright Life. So I just was able to add those and then add my title. So this one was super fun to do. And I guess they're all right in a row. This was another one for the paper pad class. This one I used, give me a second and I will look. Turn the Page by Paige Evans. That is the papers here. I had some of the Paige Evans embellishments as well. And so I incorporated those, and then I had these really fun kind of, I don't know, banners or whatever you want to call it, and so I added those for this layout. And I just love the colors. I love the brightness of that layout. This here was my first layout using my new Close to My Heart goodies. I just signed up to be a maker in January, and I am loving this collection. It's called Sweet Safari. Just really fun. I tried to do something different and do the vertical layouts and just use the sticker sheet and the puffy stickers that I got along with it, and I thought it just, the pictures went with the collection so well. You know, this one's the bright blues, and it's in the title. The cardstock, the coordinating cardstock was bright blue, and then this one's more like the teals, which is in the clouds, and the zip strips here. And I just really love how this one turned out. Oh, so this one has a good story. So this one was not a process video. I was trying to do this, yeah, to try and use my sewing machine, my We Are Memory Keeper sewing machine that I've had for months now. That I have not touched because I cannot figure the darn thing out. So I punched all these circles out of a Chamel paper. Most of the stuff on the layout is Chamel. And then I lined them up, and my plan was to sew down the middle. It took me probably 10 tries to figure it out. Finally, the last try, I bent my needle. And so my aunt actually had to finish out the stitching for me. So I do like how this one turned out. It was a labor of love though, because I am quite frustrated, to be quite honest, with my sewing machine. But we got it done. My aunt helped me out, and yeah, just really fun. I think it's Field Trip and a box of crayons is what I used. I think this is Field Trip. But I believe the papers are from a box of crayons maybe, but it is all mostly Chamel. Alright, so this one here was the January Not Just for Boys Kit Club. So that first layout I showed you must have been December's. So this is all my stuff that I got from the January Not Just for Boys Kit Club. Again, I'll link it down below. So I just tried to kind of use the distressed look with ripping the paper, because this is kind of like graffiti distressed in itself. And I just kind of layered some of the frames with some of the ephemera, and the kit came with these cute little buttons, so I tried to incorporate those. And it also came with these cute hexagon stamps, so I used those. Sorry, it's dry out here in the she shed. And I just really like how this turned out. It also came with the Heidi Swap Color Shine spray, and so I did add some of that to the background. So definitely different than what I'm kind of used to, but I like how it turned out. This one here, I believe, actually is my only one-page layout. This is using up one of the, it must have been December's Not Just for Boys Kit Club. Super simple, but honestly, I love the simplicity of this one. I cut this picture out of the school picture like packet that they send home, and it already had the date on it. Just made some flags, used the cut file that came with the kit, and added a couple more down here, and that was it. Super simple. There is a process video up on my channel for that one. This here is my newest. This is week 4 of the mini paper pad class that She's Crafty is putting on. So the sketch had hearts instead of circles, but I wanted to use the circles because the 6x6 paper pad actually had some circle kind of punch outs in the pad, and I was like, perfect, I could use those. They're a little bit different shapes, or sizes, I mean. And I have 2 different sized circle punches, so it made it really easy to punch out all the circles. I will do some journaling here, and this was a punch out from the paper pad, as was, no, this was from the 12x12 cut-a-bark sheet, but these tags here were in the paper pad as well. And then I also actually have the sticker sheet that goes along with the collection. It's Kaiser Craft Mountain Air, I think, the collection. So I like that one. So this one was also trying to use up a Not Just for Boys kit club. I wish this was a process video. I absolutely love this. Again, it's so different than what I'm used to. What I usually do is, this is like a zoo. I usually will try to find zoo papers, have it so themed, kind of like you saw the safari paper or the layout before. This, I decided, what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use up my collection, and that's what I did, and I love it. So it's definitely not themed. This came with the ephemera pack in the kit, which was perfect because they are, maybe that, I think that's a deer. Oh man, sorry. But I just love how this turned out. Little pop of orange. Again, just used up, tried to use up my kit. Did some journaling and just really like how this one turned out. Usually I wouldn't use all these pictures, but it just worked. I didn't have enough pictures for 4 layouts, and so I just combined them all, and yeah, really like that one. And lastly, this one is not a process video either. So this hexagon paper is actually the paper. I had previously used it, and this was what was left, and I figured that would be kind of cool for the top. And then I just punched out some similar hexagons in similar paper. And I think these are my hexagon punch. And then use that kind of as my base for some clusters. Added some kind of fallish animals, the date. And then I do have like a wood, like a bark stamp. And so that's what I tried to use in the background. Not my favorite use of the stamp, but it did fill in that white a little bit more. And then this is page 2. And I did get some hexagons dies for my big shot. And so that's what these are. They are different sizes, I believe. This one's small. These two are smaller and that one's smaller. And it just kind of almost made an S around the page. Added some a fall banner, a little bird at the top. Filled in some of this space with a tree sticker. And then kind of, I guess you could say, my title, Fall Memories, and I added a wreath around just to kind of give it, I don't know, to complete the cluster. So that is what I completed in January. Like I said, it was a very busy month. I had so much fun putting these all together, and especially doing the She's Crafty mini paper pad class. Check that out. I will link her YouTube channel down below as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to scrap lift anything that you saw in this share here, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.